Hello everyone, it's Chantel from Crochet, and welcome to this tutorial on how to crochet a tube and a cylinder. The tube is on the left hand side and the cylinder is on the right. As you can see, the cylinder has a much flatter top and bottom. So let's get into the video. The materials that you'll need include a crochet hook, a darning or sewing needle, a stitch marker. I personally use a bobby pin, some scissors, super bulky yarn in the color of your choice, and some polyfill stuffing. You will also need to know how to do a single crochet, increase, decrease, working in a magic ring, working in the back loop only, slip stitch, and fastening off. So to start, we will be creating a magic ring. I have a tutorial on how to make a magic ring in my shorts. As some of you know, I like to close off my magic ring before working single crochets into them. So for round 1, we will simply be working 6 single crochets into the magic ring. And this is what your work should look like. And for round 2, we will simply be doing 6 increases around until we have a total of 12 stitches. Just a reminder that an increase is simply working 2 single crochets into the same stitch. And this is what your work should look like. You may choose to stop increasing here, but I will be increasing to 18 stitches. And to do that, I will do 1 single crochet and then an increase for a total of 6 times. And this is what your work should look like. I will include on the screen a list of instructions on how to increase to any size up to 72 stitches around. Once you have finished increasing to your desired size, work a round of single crochets in the back loop only. And this is what your work should look like. There should be a clear difference between the top circle and the sides of the cylinder. I will now go off camera and do a bunch of rows of single crochets. Off camera, I did a total of 7 rows of single crochets after my first row of working in the back loop only. And to start closing off, as you can see on the screen, to decrease from 18 to 12 stitches, I have to do a single crochet and then a decrease for a total of 6 times. Your first row of decrease should be done in the back loops only. This will help define the difference between the sides of the cylinder and the bottom. And this is what your work should look like. We are now going to take this time to start stuffing up the cylinder. If you made a cylinder that is much larger than 18 stitches around, I would recommend stuffing it as you work. Remember that you should not overstuff your work, as you want the top and bottom of the cylinder to lay flat. And this is what your work should look like. I am now going to get started on the last row. Once again, looking at the chart on the screen, to go from 12 stitches to 6 stitches around, I have to do a total of 6 decreases. And to fasten off, you will do a slip stitch into the next stitch, and then cut a long tail for sewing the opening closed. So, taking your needle, put the yarn onto the needle, and then weave through the front loops only of the remaining 6 stitches. Pull the yarn tight to sew the opening closed and tie a simple knot. Weave in your tail. And this is what your work should look like. I am now going to go off camera and make the tube. It follows the exact same pattern, however, you will not be working in the back loop only, and you will be stuffing firmly throughout. And this is what the finished tube should look like. As you can see, there's no clear definition between the top of the cylinder and the sides. And this is what they look like next to each other. Thank you so much for watching this video, and if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments section below. See the list on the screen for what to use these shapes for in your Amigurumi projects. Just a reminder that I post Amigurumi basic tutorials every Tuesday, so please subscribe if you would like to see more.